Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to address it. We're going to address the Consumer Reports article about carcinogens and lead found in synthetic braiding hair. Now, I feel like I have to address it. One, because I've spent the last 9 years on this platform installing, reviewing synthetic crochet hair. And I saw the article pop up about a week and a half ago as I'm filming this, and I forgot maybe for a second that I create this type of content and that people were going to send me IG DMs, YouTube comments, and even emails. People have sent to my for business only email address emails questioning the article. They feel fear, and I understand the fear that they feel. The Consumer Reports article was very polarizing. It was very, here we did this research, this is what we've done, and I can understand why people have concerns, but I do want to say I've gotten them. And for people who are like, what were people asking? Let me just run through a few. I got this one. Leah, does free trust deep twist crochet 1B30 hair contain chemicals that cause cancer? This is left under my free trust deep twist hair video, if you probably can't tell. This was left under my free trust Brazilian braid video. Curious to see what Leah's thoughts are on the studies coming out about synthetic braiding hair and the harmful effects of wearing them. Got this DM on Instagram. Hey Leah, please do a video about the news on sensational shake and go hair being filled with cancer chemicals. I love my crochet hair. I'm not ready to give it up. Someone else, beautiful, but are they safe with no cancer causing chemicals? I love that you have been a voice of the community, but the pressing matters now are health and longevity to rock these wonderful styles. Thanks and blessings. In my email, I'm going to summarize this, but hope you're doing well. I enjoy your videos and feel like you are thorough when it comes to researching hair. I've been wearing crochet hair for a couple of years, as you're probably aware. Recently, news has come out saying synthetic hair has many chemicals and cause cancer. And then last but not least, hey Leah, I hope you and your family are doing well. Are there any safe braiding hairs for you? I haven't used human hair before, but do I need to start buying it? So, and that's just as me recording this right now. All of these have come in the last few days. I'm sure I will get more. So I am making this video just to have an attachment. When you guys send me these emails, DMs, comments that I know will come in the future, don't be surprised if this is the video that I'm linking, because it's so hard to type out every single time what I'm about to say in today's video. Now, for those who are living under a rock and are like, well, what are you talking about? What are carcinogens? What's going on here, girl? I love that. I love if you have that question. That means you are not on anybody's internet. You are living a life outside of social media, and I adore that for you. But to summarize, Consumer Reports conducted an investigation into synthetic braiding hair products, revealing that all 10 popular brands tested contain hazardous chemicals known as carcinogens and lead. Every product tested contained at least one carcinogen, as it said. Well, that was detected in 9 out of 10 of the products. It also says, while the levels did not exceed federal limits, continuous exposure to lead can have cumulative harmful health effects. You guys, I will link the article down below if you want to do your own research or your own reading, not see the sensationalized headlines and all of that. If you want to research, I will leave that article and testing data from Consumer Reports down below. I want to start this video off as I know you're coming to me because I try crochet hair, but I want to be clear, I'm not a chemist. When I graduated from North Carolina State University, go Wolfpack, I did not walk across that stage with a chemical biology. I was nowhere near the College of Sciences. I tried to think last night, did I even take a science course? Wasn't required for my degree. I don't think I took anything unless bees and beekeeping I think I took that. Oh, I think I took weather as well. I think we were required to take one. So I think I took 2 maybe science related classes. And when I tell you I did that, I don't remember a single time I did any testing on carcinogens or lead or anything like that. So I want to be clear, I'm not a chemist. I'm a person who tries hair, who 9 to 5 works in HR. So for those who are asking, does free trust deep twist and the color 1B30 specifically have these chemicals in it? I've never tested it. I've never done, I don't know the research. I'm not the foremost authority. I'm glad you might think I am. However, I'm not. I'm just a girl who turns on a camera and has over the last 9 years in and out, tried crochet here and put it in my head. Now, I will actually put some feedback from a chemist on this channel. If you guys don't know, Javon on TikTok, he talks a lot about the beauty industry, and any article that comes out or any information that comes out, he is literally a foremost authority. So when this article came out from Consumer Reports, you know, he doesn't have a dog in the fight. He's not on the side of big hair. He could have said everything in this video is true. Everything in this video is the truth, because he doesn't have a stake in Sensational or Darling's budget. But I will insert his TikTok videos right now.
All right, let's dissect Consumer Reports' findings that synthetic braiding hair contains carcinogens, because people are already jumping to conspiracy theories. So they tested 10 different products for the presence of heavy metals as well as volatile organic compounds, VOCs. The brands are in the left-hand corner, including Darling, Debut, and Sensational. And they tested each product twice, which is why you see duplicates of each one. And they concluded that all 10 products contained levels of lead that exceeded the maximum allowable dose level, as set by California, because there is no national level for this. However, the MADL they went off of is for drinking water, which is only based off of oral exposure, not dermal exposure. So I emailed them asking why did they base the exposure limit off of oral exposure, not dermal exposure, because you're not eating your braids. And part of the reason they went with the oral exposure model is because of the likelihood of braiders coming in contact with the braid by eating food after braiding somebody's hair and not washing their hands, or little kids with braided hair putting the braids in their mouth. And while I understand why they went with that model, I don't agree with it because, again, you're not intentionally ingesting braids. Any contact with the mouth is incidental. Plus, the limit for lead allowed in lipstick is 5 ppm, while none of the lead concentrations in the tested braid samples exceeded 0.2 ppm. And you're much more likely to ingest lead via lipstick than you are via hair. But you might ask, why is there lead allowed at all? It's because lead is kind of impossible to get rid of. It's elemental, it's in the ground. So these are very conservative limits to account for the fact that lead is just ubiquitous. And as for the VOCs, the level of benzene detected in this is far below the standard set by OSHA for daily exposure. But the biggest concern with the VOCs would be acetone, which may or may not be a concern for you if you get nails done, because you are exposed to some amount of VOCs when you boil the braids to seal the ends. So if you have any respiratory issues, breathing in that acetone might be a concern. Otherwise, I don't find their findings cause for alarm because the levels detected here are far below other things like bentonite clay. Bentonite clay has a good amount of lead in it. But ultimately, I'm just here to help you make informed decisions. I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't buy. If you'd like synthetic hair alternatives, I have a video on rebundle that you should check out. Also worth noting that this product from Sensational contained no detectable levels of lead. I hope this helps. I got one more thing to say about lead being found in Girl Scout cookies and braiding hair, and then I'll let you make up your mind on whether or not you want to support these businesses. But people lack a fundamental understanding of units. And that's very harmful because these news outlets are exploiting the unknown. Some brands of braiding hair were found to have 0.2 ppm of lead, and some Girl Scout cookies were found to have 45 ppb of lead. That sounds terrifying, right? But let's assume those concentrations of lead were in solutions of water. 0.2 parts per million of lead translates to 0.00002% of lead in braids. And 45 parts per billion of lead found in Girl Scout cookies translates to 0.0000045%. That is incredibly small. And for reference, since the FDA does not have a set limit, which is a problem, but in Europe, the limit for lead in most foods is 0.1 ppm. And for certain berries like elderberry and strawberries, it's 0.2. But most of these news outlets are not telling you this. And the limits are based off of what's naturally occurring in fruit. So whatever you decide, please just look at the numbers.
As he ended one of his videos, he said, I'm not here to tell you don't do it. And that's what I'm going to say right now. I'm going to leave right now. I'm not here to say don't do it or whatever. If you have genuine fears for yourself, do what you feel right. I can't tell anybody what to do. If I jump off of a building, I hope you guys wouldn't join me. I hope you have the free will to do your own research and know how to mitigate your own fears. I'm going to say right now, I'm not stopping though. If you were looking for this to be the end of Lia Lavon's excursion of trying synthetic hair, you thought this article was going to stop anything for me and I was going to change my mind about what I'm doing, I am not. So if you don't want to ride with me on the synthetic hair wave that I'm on, I completely understand. Now, I do have a human hair in right now, and the last hair that I had in was human as well. It might sound ironic. Hey, she's trying human hair now because she's scared of synthetics. No, I had the last hair in before the article came out. I just happened to have, again, I probably will have the human hair in the next hair as well. I just have already engaged with these companies, and so I do need to wear the hair that I was sent. So that does not mean I'm stopping wearing any synthetic hair just because I have human hair in now. But if you want to go down the human hair path, like one of these comments said, do I need to start wearing human hair? If that's what you want to do it. If that's going to make you feel better, do it. And I don't want to sound like I don't care, like I'm not taking this seriously. As someone who everything has caused cancer, from what UV nails, when you get your gel manicures, they say do that. Acetone, they say does it. Standing in front of a microwave, I've always heard. Standing in front of a TV. My grandma also says talking on the cell phone. So you got to stop talking on that cell phone. That causes cancer. And again, I'm not trying to come off as nonchalant. Cancer is a serious thing, but cancer affects me personally. I know on this channel, if you follow me 2 years ago, my grandfather passed. I don't think I said on this channel what it was, but cause of death, as indicated on the death certificate and as we as a family have been through, was cancer. He had it for many years, battled it many years. That last 3 or 4 months, doctors told him the chemotherapy was not enough anymore. So we had a window. We knew he passed away, I think 2 months after they gave us the window. I think they said they were looking around February, and he, unfortunately, it was a tough battle. It's hard to see it. I'm trying right now not to get emotional about it, but this is a man who never touched a synthetic hair his whole life. The specific cancer for him was blood cancer, leukemia. And it affected him. For all intents and purposes, all throughout his life, very healthy man, ate right, was very active, even in retirement. He was retired for almost 20 years, no, over 20 years before passing, and lived a great life. A man who lived a great life. So when it happened, give me a second. I'm going to pause for a minute. He didn't have synthetic hair. He didn't try synthetic hair. Cancer to me cancer affects anybody. You can live the best life. Moving to my another. I have a cousin who survived breast cancer many moons ago. And the only time I ever saw her wear synthetic hair was through chemo, and she wore wigs. But prior to the breast cancer diagnosis, never wore carcinogen synthetic hair. It just happened. I know a lot of people out there who are watching me right now probably had a family member either battle, survive, or unfortunately perish from cancer. It's touched us all. Next month, I'm walking for my best friend. Her father died of pancreatic cancer a few years ago. The Pan Can Walk here in Charlotte. If you want to go support, wear your purple. April, last Saturday in April coming up. I will be there, and I'm excited to walk. But pancreatic cancer, her father passed maybe 5 years ago from pancreatic cancer. And the window from diagnosis to unfortunately passing was anybody who knows pancreatic cancer knows pancreatic cancer gets you. I say all this to say I'm very sensitive to fear mongering, especially when it comes to this. Everyone I mentioned did not have synthetic hair, did not do synthetic hair. Cancer to me has no agenda. Cancer to me doesn't have a this, that, and the third. I think the accumulation of everything we do in life, and also just genetically, I think we can be born with cells that can generate into it. I honestly do. I think if, people whose parents have passed away from breast cancer have taken the time to get double mastectomies or things that they just out of pure fear because they feel like it could be passed on from a family member. Cancer to me is not anything to play with. So I don't like fear mongering around it. I think we can throw out this word carcinogens all the time. Everything. Girl Scout cookies got it. This got it. This got it. This got it. Everything is so fear mongering around it. And I'm just like, but my grandpa didn't wear synthetic hair. Like, so for me, I say this with love. I'm not the person that you want to talk you off the ledge of trying it. If you have to make up a decision for you, it's the same thing with me when I decide I want to go to Aruba. Everybody sending me articles about 20 years ago, Natalie Holloway disappeared in Aruba. Fear mongering to me ain't never going to change me. Okay. I'm still going to Aruba. Okay. Things happen everywhere. Cancer can affect anything. We don't have the technology around understanding cancer as of yet. Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer. Like, I want us to have finite why these things happen, but we don't have that right now. If it's synthetic braiding hair, I'm almost 10 years deep. Next year will make 10 years of me trying and 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 trying hair over and over again. I feel like 300 out of 365 days of the year, I'm not wearing my own hair. It is synthetic. Right now, it happens to be human, but most of the time, it's synthetic. I say all this to say, if you're scared, don't wear it. If you're scared, don't wear it. If you want to feel better, apple cider vinegar rinse all your hair. If you feel like that's not enough, wear human hair. If you feel like human hair, I don't know how human hair is gathered either. I don't know what's going on. Wear your own hair, natural, straight. People also have always said relaxers cause it too. And I was a relaxer kid. If anything, if I was a relaxer person for 10 years up until I turned 21. Then I was natural. Then I was a synthetic queen from 26 on. I've just been doing everything bad. Everything bad. We're like at this point, the world we live in now, I'm devastated by the news that goes on in the political sense. I think this video is probably not my normal happy-go-lucky Lia video, and I am sorry, but I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I can't take the fear mongering. It's whether I can't travel to this country or I can't go here or this is happening. It's like I just need a little bit of pleasure in my life. And if hair is going to be my last pleasure, it's going to have to be that. I might get some hate on this video. Like I'm not taking it seriously enough. Trust me, I'm taking it as serious as a person can take it. I don't leave Lia to make your decision to make you feel better. I'm not that person. I cannot do it. I'm going to review. If you don't want to watch going forward, I understand the fear. I'm not trying to push cancerous things out to you, but I hope this video provided you something. I don't know if it's something helpful or something not helpful. I hope it provided you with something. If you want to check out any other content from any other creators, I highly implore you to check them out, see what they're doing, see their feelings, if that helps you make a better informed decision for yourself, because I want you to make the best decision for yourself, your safety, your health, all of that good stuff. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Even if you hated it and you were like, Talia, you didn't answer my question, I really need to know, still give it a big thumbs up. Because I never was going to be the one to help you know. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.